It's hard to say who's cooked and who's just turning up the heat in this chaotic swirl of fame, mess, and online beefs, but right now it looks like Jess Hilarious is sizzling for all the wrong reasons. The Breakfast Club, once known as a solid platform for hip-hop culture and commentary, is starting to look like a reality show gone rogue. Jess Hilarious, once funny and sharp, might be falling apart in real time. Showing up tipsy for a live broadcast and slurring her way through segments doesn't exactly scream professionalism, especially when the audience is quick to catch every little slip. They even gave her a new segment, Fix My Mess, but the irony is almost too much to handle. How are you supposed to help others fix their lives when yours is starting to look like a live stream of bad decisions? The tension is thick. There's a feeling that the Breakfast Club might be trying to save face by rearranging chairs on a sinking ship. Jess sounding like a stud, as she put it, and nodding off on air wasn't a moment of vulnerability, it was a red flag. People started whispering that something else might be going on. Whether it's pressure, burnout, or just being unprepared, this isn't the way you keep a job at one of the biggest platforms in urban media. And while Laura LaRosa isn't a shining star herself, let's be honest, there's a reason TMZ said goodbye. She's starting to look like the more reliable option in comparison. She's not doing much, but at least she's not drunk on camera. Meanwhile, Torrey is doing what a lot of people in her position do when the spotlight starts. To dim, she's reaching. She came out of nowhere attacking Tory Lanez just days after he reportedly got poked up in jail. Now she's posting half-written lyrics and cryptic love messages, trying to stir up interest and confusion. One moment she's calling him out, the next she's writing like they're still in love. It's messy, and not the kind that gets people to root for you. Torrey was once known for being a fighter, literally. She's had physical altercations with Rich the Kid and doesn't seem to shy away from chaos. But now, it feels like she's swinging wildly in a digital space where clout is currency and desperation shows through every story post. Speaking of Rich the Kid, the story of Diddy continues to grow darker by the day. On day 5 of the federal trial, prosecutors confirmed that Cassie's former best friend, Carrie Morgan, will take the stand. This isn't just a parade of testimonies. It's a pattern being painted with every new witness. Carrie reportedly suffered a concussion after Diddy allegedly beat her with a wooden coat hanger. That kind of violence isn't just horrifying. It's career-ending if proven. The fact that there was a financial settlement between Diddy and Carrie adds another layer. Cassie even paid extra to try and smooth things over with her friend after. The alleged abuse. That speaks volumes about the guilt and pressure tied into all of this. Cassie herself is being painted as someone who not only endured her own trauma, but tried to carry others through theirs. That's a heavy burden, especially when you're in a relationship where your partner holds all the power. The court isn't just going after isolated moments. They're stacking bricks, building a wall of evidence and accusations that looks harder to escape from each day. They've already brought out a member of Danity Kane, and by Monday, Carrie's testimony could shift the narrative into something even more disturbing. Then there's the quiet storm brewing around Young Thug. Out of nowhere, he stirred the pot by reposting content that hinted at 21 Savage and Latto's relationship. This wasn't a romantic reveal. It was messy and calculated. Suddenly, people were talking about how 21 Savage looks different because of Latto and her cooking, as if that's a compliment or some form of accountability. Thug knows exactly how to create waves, and this one felt personal. When rappers start dragging each other into social media drama, you know it's not about the love anymore. It's about the leverage. Every screenshot, every repost becomes a move in a bigger game. Now we shift gears to Wack 100, a man who seems to be at war with the world. He's not just feuding online, he's ducking real consequences. After years of talking wild on Clubhouse and getting into drama with names like Big U and 600, the noise has finally caught up to him. So what does he do? He vanishes off to Colombia, supposedly to escape the growing accusations that he's a snitch. People were calling him out, and the whispers got so loud that silence became his best option. But hiding won't make this go away. If there's a RICO case brewing for Big U, and it looks like there is, you better believe Wack 100's name will come up. Discovery is brutal. Every text, every voice clip, every post becomes evidence. If he's tied to anything at all, the world's going to see it. And if there's nothing, then he'll have to deal with the fallout of years of internet beefing that might have pushed his allies into legal flames. Wack's problem is that he doesn't know how to stop. Every time someone with a platform mentions him, he jumps in swinging. That kind of hyper-defensive energy doesn't look good when the feds are watching. He's not just in beefs, he's creating new ones. It's almost like he thinks being the loudest in the room will drown out the whispers of conspiracy and cooperation. But people aren't stupid. They see a man who's constantly reacting, who took a sudden vacation overseas, and who just might be sweating behind the screen. And if there's a RICO case next year, you can bet Wack's online presence is already being combed through line by line. As if the mess couldn't get any deeper, Floyd Mayweather is catching heat over a supposed $400 million real estate deal. That might not even exist. The whole thing got blown wide open after a Business Insider article exposed it as mostly smoke and mirrors. Floyd tried to blame someone else, even tried to drag the journalist to court, but once 50 Cent caught wind of it, the trolling started. 50's being relentless, posting, mocking, and reminding the world that Floyd might have tried to fake an entire business move. And if 50 Cent gets involved, you know it's going to stick. People love a roast, and Floyd's silence hasn't exactly cleared things up. With everything else going on, the Diddy trial, Wack 100's disappearance, Jess Hilarious falling apart. On live radio, it feels like the entire celebrity ecosystem is collapsing in on itself. Everyone's chasing relevance, trying to escape accountability, or both. Fame has become a pressure cooker, and the cracks are showing. Jess might be the first to go. Drunk live shows, confusion, and jokes falling flat don't mix well with a mourning audience. Torrey Bricks is spinning circles around her own relevance. Diddy's trial is getting uglier, and Wack 100 might have finally talked himself into trouble he can't get out of. Even Floyd Mayweather, who once seemed untouchable, is now being clowned by his oldest rival. The game isn't what it used to be. One minute you're up, the next you're explaining screenshots and dodging subpoenas. People used to be afraid of bad press. Now, they're afraid of the feds, the fans, on their own feeds. And in this world where your phone is your biggest weapon and your biggest threat, nobody's safe. There's more to come, more dirt, more drama, more names to be pulled into the fire. But right now, this moment, this stretch of weeks where everything feels like it's unraveling, it's one for the books. The court cases, the clubhouse recordings, the shady deals, the online shade, all of it adds up to a storm that's just getting started. Stay tuned.